What's going on, everybody? Jay the Black here. I'm back with another video. Now, people have been sending me these videos of Serena Williams at the U.S. Open going off on the umpire for the violation she incurred. She's saying that that's the reason why she lost. Okay, and I didn't watch, so I didn't know what was going on. So I watched the videos and I went and looked at some articles. Actually, I have the Fox News article in front of me, and I've been reading through it. That the reason why I chose Fox News, they have the most thorough one, all her quotes. Okay, and she was facing Naomi Osaka, and she lost. And she is saying the violation she incurred was due. That she said that it caused her to lose. Now, I want to say this though, before I get into this. I watched the videos, okay, of her attitude towards this guy. She, at first, was called out for cheating or getting coaching. She said that she wasn't getting coaching. What she says, I didn't get coaching. I don't cheat. I don't get coaching. How can you say that? You owe me an apology. I have never cheated in my life. What was very interesting about that particular quote is that when she did a press conference, she finds out that her tennis coach admitted to coaching her. But she wants an apology. You know, it was very interesting. I saw the post game where they were presenting her at the trophy, Naomi Osaka, the half Japanese, half Haitian female. And she started crying because the people in the crowd were booing her. Those classy U.S. Open fans decided to boo this girl because Serena lost her cool and went off and got incurred violations. But according to what I've been hearing from people, she was losing anyway. She was going to lose whether she got those violations or not. And I've watched tennis. You can tell when somebody has momentum and the other person is wrecked. Okay? I've watched enough tennis to know when somebody is on a roll, they're focused, and the other person starts to unravel. They start breaking tennis rackets, they start yelling, and that's what she did. According to Fox News, an upset Serena Williams attributed a crucial call by the chair umpire that led to her U.S. Open loss to Naomi Osaka to a gender issue agenda. And she did do that, but I'm going to get to that a little later. Williams, 36, on Saturday suffered a swift 6-2, 6-4 loss to Osaka. The 23-time Grand Slam singles champion appeared to be thrown off after losing the entire game in the second set because of 3 separate game violations. I want y'all to hear that. The second set, not the first set, the second. So she had got beaten badly in the first set. She lost 6-2. She was nowhere near winning that first set. In the second set, she won a tad bit more, but Osaka still had the momentum. And that's when you saw her tennis coach trying to coach her up and got caught. And he even admitted that he was coaching her. He even said, you know, that's what's killing the game, is that these tennis coaches can't coach the players like coaches coach players in other sports. Well, this is an individual sport. Tennis has their rules. You decide to abide by those rules when you participate in these matches, okay? But I'm seeing all these people bringing race into it. You have 2 minorities going at each other, but people want to bring in race. I mean, this is what I want to understand. If this umpire was going at Serena Williams because she was black, why didn't he feel the same way about basically an unknown in Naomi Osaka? She's a brown complected Blasian, and Serena Williams is a well-known winner, right? She's a winner. But y'all are making these claims that it's about race. It's because she's a black woman. They're going after her. Listen, people, I don't understand how people can be that ignorant, okay? This guy has worked, I don't know his whole career, but I'm pretty sure he has worked a lot of matches because I've seen him before. Why would they choose the U.S. Open? And by the way, I'm not sure if it's this tournament. It probably is. But didn't Serena get let into the tournament even though she didn't really make it, but by some type of technicality, she was allowed into the tournament? If I'm wrong, you can correct me in the comment section. I got lames emailing me talking about I be making mistakes in my videos, when I clearly tell y'all, if I made a mistake, tell me in the comment section, but do it in a respectful manner. Anyway, you got beat 6-2 in the first set. You got beat 6-4 in the second set. And this is where the violations occurred, because you were unraveling. You could not believe that this young girl was outplaying you, and she was. Looking at the stats and looking at what people have told me, it was her day to win. Williams had been given a first violation by Carlos Ramos for coaching earlier in the set. She told him she'd rather lose than cheat. But then when she gets to her press conference, she finds out that her tennis coach admitted to trying to coach her up. But people are going to gloss over that. It's about race. A 23-time champion, all of a sudden now they want to come after Serena Williams. I'm going to get to the sexism part and wants an apology. No, Serena, I think you need to apologize to him. She was given a second violation for smashing her racket, and again yelled at the chair umpire who had given her the first warning. What's the problem there? You not only did you smash your racket, but you yelled at the umpire. Again, if you watch the match, you can inform me if that incurred the second violation, her throwing the racket down, then her yelling at the umpire. Okay. Now, I will say from the video that I saw of her rant, she did sound very entitled. She sounds like a woman who feels, she kind of like Nicki Minaj. You know, she feels like because she's been in the game for so long and she's been at the top for so long that she deserves to get a certain type of preferential treatment. I don't care how upset you are. You cannot treat people any kind of way. Especially when you're in a game, you have an opponent that you're facing who has to stand there and watch you act that way. You're supposed to be a role model for girls like her, but you didn't act like a role model. Your coach admitted that, yes, I was trying to coach her up, which is a violation. You are attacking my character, she continued. You will never, ever be on another court of mine as long as you live. That's exactly what she said. And that's the type of person y'all rallying behind? Her third violation came after she called the umpire a thief, leading to an automatic loss of a game. You stole a point from me. You're a thief too, she insisted. The umpire instantly awarded a game to Osaka, citing a verbal abuse call against Williams. Again, is this how a classy woman's supposed to act? And she keep bringing up the fact that she's a mother. Serena, there are plenty of women out there who are mothers, single mothers, who take care of their children. They're not out here yelling at people feeling entitled, but you're feeling entitled. It was at this point Williams sought out the referee and said the harsh call had been made because of her gender. Here we go. Do you know how many other men do things that are much worse than that? This is not fair. There's a lot of men out here that have said a lot of things, and because they are men, that doesn't happen to them, she said to the referee. Well, first off, Serena, these guys don't walk up to the umpire and start calling him thieves, berating him, telling him he would never work on another court with you or with you again. I've never seen a male tennis player do that, Serena. Now, have I seen male tennis players break rackets? Yes, but I have never seen them walk up to an umpire and disrespect them the way that you did. And when these women are out here taking huge L's, they always bring men into it because they want to compare themselves to men. Men, you better look at this. She wants to compare herself to men. In her mind, she's always competing with men. That's not the type of women you should be around. I don't want to be around a woman that wants to compete with men all the time, always talking about, well, men do this, I should be allowed to do this. Serena, you play in a sport where the women are pretty much making more money than the men, or more marketable than the men. Can you name one or maybe two male tennis players who are more marketable than Serena or Maria Sharapova? Can y'all name any? Who make more money than them? Serena's worth over what, 100, 200 million dollars? What male tennis player do you know that has that same type of net worth? I'll wait. There are men out here that do a lot worse, but because I'm a woman, you're going to take this away from me? That's not right. Williams stood by her performance at the post-match press conference saying, I've seen other men call other umpires several things, and I'm here fighting for women's rights and for women's equality. Really? Are you, Serena? Are you fighting for women's rights, or are you fighting for your right to win that game? Because trust me, if Serena would have came back and won, this wouldn't even be an issue. This wouldn't be an issue. Williams coach Patrick, I'm not naming his last name, later admitted to an ESPN reporter that I was coaching. I'm honest, I was coaching. I mean, I don't think she looked at me. That's why she didn't even think I was. But I was like 100% of the coaches on 100% of the matches. He said he believes the rules like this are killing tennis. Williams said later at the press conference, I don't need to cheat to win. I've won enough. That's never been something I've ever done, you know? Well, in this situation, Serena, you acted very entitled and very spoiled. To tell that guy he will never work on another court with you, I don't know how you can give this a pass, but a lot of y'all gonna give it a pass because she's a black female. If that was a black dude, you would not see people, with their capes on defending and coming to the rescue, because they'll say, well, that's your issue. You got to have accountability. I just feel like this is a situation with Serena, man. Honestly, I don't even care. I don't care what she does. I don't make a lot of videos on Serena, but I'm making this video because I feel like this proves a lot of our points about the types of women that we avoid. We avoid women who are entitled, women who seek to compare themselves to men, and are sore losers. They cannot, be, show good sportsmanship. Now, I will say that after the match, she did hug her opponent, who was getting booed mercilessly. This young girl was crying, tears. So in that moment, she had to look like the good guy and hug her. And I give her credit for that. That crowd was very pro Serena, but people want to make it seem like they were against her. Nobody in that crowd was against Serena. This ain't 1999, okay? This is 2018. The media's rooting for her. Twitter's rooting for her. The coverage, the ESPN coverage, they're rooting for her. And everybody made it about Serena instead of making it about the girl who outplayed her. Okay? And I think if they had another match, that girl would put up a very valiant match against her too. I don't know if she'd win. But I just feel like in this situation, Serena should have worried more about competing. But just like I said at the beginning of the video, she lost the first set. There were no violations, okay? But in the second set, when she realized that Naomi Osaka wasn't going to go away, that's when she started to unravel, okay? And people need to look at that and look at the facts. Stop being so emotional and throwing race into it. This woman is with a white man, and y'all got y'all cake, got your pro-black dashikis and your black fists in the air. I mean, what is wrong with y'all, man? Let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think, all right?